Have you ever thought that you have to be and do things before you can have them? This is for you. If you're not one of those people, stay with me. You'll learn new things that you'll want to use in your life. Being an optimist is more fun. The pessimist is limited by doubt and constrained by uncertainty. The optimist is liberated by faith, stimulated by hope, and encouraged by confidence. Sir Arthur Ward. Men and women are limited not by their birthplace, not by the color of their skin, but by the size of their hope. John the Baptist. A person's happiness in his life consists not in absence, but in the way he manages his passions. Sir Winston Churchill. You can make your dreams come true with this plan. Improving how you do things that matter to you. This work's purpose is to get you excited in a good way. Keep that excitement high and do the things that matter to you better. You should really pay attention to this because it will have a big good impact on your life. It will have been worth it if this tape or video doesn't teach you anything new about life, but makes you want to use what you already know and have. It will make a huge difference in your life. This tape of faith, hope, encouragement, and optimism is full of useful information and advice that is easy to understand, and most importantly, anyone can use. I can tell you that I love a lot of different things. I really want to help God and my family. I really want to be and do the best I can in every part of my life. I really want to make a difference in your life by convincing you that you have the potential to be great and that you can do great things if you use what you have. As you listen to the music, connect with it, and remember how much you can do, you will realize that benefits are important and that what you get will make you happy. But what you can be is much more important and useful. It doesn't matter where you came from, where you are now, or what your parents and relatives did. A study was done that found 75% of 300 leaders around the world came from poverty, had major health problems, or were abused as children. All of these people were successful because they knew how to fight and win. You can be sure that these same rules will work for you if you are ready to follow them. I have learned over the years, and with the help of others, that everyone wants to be happy, healthy, comfortably wealthy, safe, have peace of mind, have good family ties, and have hope. Almost all of these things can change, and sometimes they can change very quickly and dramatically. One day you might have everything, but the next day you might lose it all, or almost everything. That shows how fragile life and fame can be. You can learn a lot of the things you need to know in this work in order to get everything you really want. Someone once said that you can have everything you want in life if you just help other people get what they want. I can honestly say that by following these steps, it does work, and I am very grateful for that. I strongly encourage you to help other people get what they want. You can. If you're not sure if you can really get all the great things you've been wanting, I'll show you that you already have everything you need to succeed. Everyone knows that if we want something, we have to be ready to do whatever it takes to get it. In this case, I want you to listen to this work as many times as it takes until you find the answer you've been looking for. You should use this chance to find greatness. It's more than just success. It's spiritual. The questions below will get you to think about what's really going on in your life so that you can find answers. Number 1, you are the only one who can answer this question. Are you happy with your life's necessities, like health, wealth, safety, peace of mind, good relationships, and hope? Take your time and write down your answer. N2. Will you be happy with who you are, where you are, and what you have in 5, 10, 15, or 20 years if you keep doing what you've been doing? You need to change how you do things if you want to get where you want to go. If you have memory, keep doing the same things over and over again and expect different results. These 8 things will make you feel like you've accomplished something. 1. Stay healthy. 2. Having as much money as possible. 3. Making friends. 4. Having faith and hope that things will get better or keep going well. 5. Good ties with family. 6. Feeling safe. 7. Mindfulness. 8. To feel good. Taking into account the 8 points above, we can see that while we aren't where we want to be financially right now, there are some others that make our list stronger and maybe more important. If you have a role model and want to be like that person, the things on this list will help you feel satisfied. In my own experience, the things that money can't buy are what make life truly beautiful. The point is not that I don't like the things that money can buy. I do, and I'm sure you do too. But if you look for money first, you will probably get it, but that doesn't mean your life will get better. But if you focus on improving your quality of life first, your standard of living will rise over time. You will have more than you ever thought possible, and money can't buy that. You can get ahead in life if you make smart choices and wait. Do not work harder, but smarter. When you do your best, you'll always feel better about yourself. Do your best when you dance. Do your best reading if you're going to do it. If you are going to cook, do the best job you can. If you are going to work out, do the best job you can. I think you get the point. The fact that there is something we can do to make our lives better is clear. It doesn't matter how good or bad my life is. I can change it if I want to. I take responsibility for my future, is what you're really saying. This is a big step because it gets you out of the blame game and straight to being, doing, and having more. You are one step closer to making big changes and real progress in your life once you agree to take charge of your future. You've chosen to be accountable for what you've done, which really means you're taking charge of your future. Like an earthquake, this is very important, because if you don't take charge of your future, it will be up to chance, and chance is a cruel seductress. If you're unhappy with how successful you've been so far, you need to change your plans, how you're getting ready for the future, and what you expect from it. To do well, you need to get rid of wrong beliefs and stop doing things that hurt others. Someone once said that neither a raindrop nor a snowflake can be blamed for a flood or storm, but everyone does their part. There are too many people who just give up and ask, "What can I do?" In a figurative sense, you can put the snail back in the water and let it live. You can help the person who needs it. You can speak out and be an encouraging person for not only the people around you, but also many more through them. Your life does make a difference. You are a very important part of making a difference. When you change things to make your life better, you can also change the lives of those around you. We've already talked about 300 world leaders: Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, and Martin Luther King, Jr. 25% of them had serious physical disabilities, and 50% were poor or abused as children. Instead of being angry about what had happened, these leaders reacted in a good way. How you handle things that happen to you is what will make a difference in your life. A lot of great people, including those world leaders, have learned that where you end up is more important than where you began. Focus on what you really want and look for answers, the other option. Don't make your state a problem. Be sure of what you have and use it with passion. Also, be thankful. There will be more things to be thankful for as you acknowledge and show your appreciation for the good things in your life. Setting priorities is a big difference between people who fail and those who get the most out of life. We all have the same number of hours in a day to get things done and work toward our dreams and goals. Because of this, it is very important to make a list of the things we need to do each day that will help us become or achieve our goals, and then rank them from most important to least important. This will make all the difference in our results. If you take 15 or 20 minutes to make this list, you will get a lot out of that time. The question you should ask yourself every day is, what are the most important things I do? Then, what should I do every day that is the most important? If you notice that your list is too big, like if it has more than 10 things that you think are important, go back and look it over. I'm sure there are things on it that you can share, let someone else do, or just get rid of. People say that 80% of the results we get come from just 20% of the jobs we do. Find that 20% and put all of your efforts into doing these jobs as well as you can. What is the one thing or job that I can give my energy and day to, and that if I did it, would bring me the most benefits? That's how extreme some people get with their lists. You will improve your skills, feel more valuable, and get better results if you find this job, know what it is, focus on it, and make it a habit to work on it. Every one of us can and will do things that will improve our performance at different levels. The winners make it a habit to always work on what gets the best results. The loser thinks it's impossible to set these goals and work on them until they are finished, which is another difference between the winner and the loser. After reading the above 346 words carefully and doing the exercise, you will be amazed at how much time you have saved and how great it feels to be in charge of your life. These 4 reasons will help you use your skills. Be innovative and wait. Use what you have. Our bodies may have boundaries at times, but we believe the mind is very strong and can go beyond our wildest dreams. We are in charge of our skills and should work to improve and use them. We should be thankful for the skills and gifts that God gives us. Using and improving our skills is the only way to truly show our appreciation. Why don't people use their skills and improve them? One reason is to tell them no. It's easier for many people to say no to a gift. They say things like, "Poor me," "I'm just a housewife," "I'm just a worker," or "I'm just a high school graduate." To your surprise, though, many of the people who have done well in different areas of life have only graduated from high school. They might as well lie about their skills if they want to convince others that they have nothing to offer. Because of this, they won't be blamed or attacked for not doing anything because they didn't have anything to do with it. Fred Smith says that putting things off is the second reason why people don't use their skills. There is no such thing as the tomorrow that never comes, so they will use their skills in the non-existent future of someday I'm going to. One of the best reasons ever is tomorrow, or another day that doesn't exist. There is no better way to encourage people to be lazy and do nothing than to give them tomorrow. When we don't use our skills, I think it's because we are afraid, which I see as hope in reverse. A lot of people don't understand that failure is an event, not a person. That's why they choose to play it safe and do nothing. So, they won't have failed since they didn't try anything. The 4th reason people don't use their skills is that it's easy for them to put the blame on other people and things, irresponsibility. It's not their fault that they failed. Instead, they choose to quietly blame the system. In their thoughts, not taking responsibility and failing is a failure. Not being responsible at all is neither. Say these words over and over in your mind if you have to. When you find yourself putting off doing something you know you need to do it now. It will be up to me if it has to be. Do it right now. At some point in your life, will you think about all the things you could have been and done if you had been brave enough to do it? Or will you be happy that you did it? I want you to do something, but the choice is yours. Don't forget to do it now, now, now. Don't worry if you don't like who you are or where you are. You can change either. You can get bigger. You can alter. You can be who you are even more. People say that life is hard, but it will be a lot easier for you if you value who you are and don't give up on the problems that you may face. Soon, you'll be able to do the things you want to do when you want to do them, if you train yourself to do the things you need to do when you need to do them. There is a lot of work that goes into doing the things we want to do. Yes, but it's worth the work. It's hard, but the benefits are great, and things will get even better in the future than they are now. You will be better able to handle the hard things that life throws at you if you have high self-esteem. Hello, Dr. Nathaniel Brandon. How important a picture is. What you say about yourself is the most important thing you say. True optimists see problems, but also see solutions. They know hurdles, but think they can be overcome. They see the bad, but highlight the good. They see the worst, but hope for the best. They can complain, but choose to smile instead. Ward, William Arthur. An excellent alternative. The following questions helped me feel better and may do the same for you. Is it possible that you have not accomplished what you would have liked to accomplish in life? Is it because you don't have the skills, or because you've been following the wrong plan even though you have everything you need? You have to make a choice now. You can either accept that you already have what you need and have been following the wrong plan, or you can keep doing what you have been doing, following the same plan. You will continue to achieve what you have been getting. You can improve the quality and level of what you do if it works. It will work better and give you better results. Images in your mind. The pictures we make in our minds are very likely to come true. The mental picture works and has a direct effect on everything we do, from family to business to school to job to the community. Bad pictures are bad. The right pictures help. It only takes one word or phrase to leave a mark on someone's mind. You are telling yourself the wrong thing when you say, "I hope I don't forget," or "Don't let me forget." He or she should say, "I'm going to remind myself to," instead. The list could go on forever. When you catch yourself saying something to yourself that is making a negative image, I want you to do something positive. Write down the opposite of those negative words and make a positive picture. Say it over and over until it becomes a part of you. What you tell yourself has a huge effect on how well you do in life and what you get out of it. Think about all the things you can do and become, and then take that small step to grow. If you change how you see yourself, your life will change. It takes guts to take that first step, but you will feel inspired. Your self-image will get better, and you will change. This is going to happen. You can't wait until you really want to do something good. It has to be taken, and then you'll feel good about having done so. What you do now will change the rest of your life. Do you want to win or not lose? Attackers play to win, and defenders play not to lose. There is a big difference between that and failing. When you play not to lose, the word lose brings up the clearest picture in your mind. The thing I have feared most has come upon me. Job 3:25. When we plan to win and get ready for it, we have every reason to believe we will. Imagine that everyone is always looking at you when it comes to morals, ethics, and duty. For instance, if we knew that right now a lasting picture of us and how we act is being made, we would rush to try to change and improve that picture that will be set in stone. Let's not get caught off guard. If we live as if the camera is running and the mic is on, we will be honest, and our view of ourselves will be based on the fact that we are not hypocritical. This means we won't have to say sorry or explain what we did today tomorrow. We should now feed our subconscious for a few minutes. As you grow confidence, say it out loud or in your mind. Say what you want to say based on whether you are a man or a woman. I am brave, loving, sensitive, humble, open to learning, hopeful, responsible, and hard-working. I'm really proud of how I look and how well I do my job. My sense of self-worth is getting better because I'm self-disciplined, self-motivated, brave, assertive, likable, and funny. I was born to be an achiever with these values, and I use them in my personal, family, and work life every day. Throughout the day, take a moment to carefully think about these positive mantras. If you can do it in front of a mirror, the effects will show how strongly you believe in them. Keeping a positive mood will help you get through tough times and come up with new ideas. Today, be ready to do anything to get everything that life has to offer tomorrow. Spending money is better than rusting. Thoughts of plenty, self-control, persistence, and hard work should always be in our minds. Keep your best hope for the future in mind as you live in the present. In every area of life, it takes a huge amount of focus, hard work, and skill to be successful. If a person isn't focused, a lot of their potential will stay just that, potential, no matter how good their skill or niche is. Roy L. Smith says, "Discipline is the fire that turns talent into skill. When you combine discipline with commitment, you make a choice that you will not change. You will do today what most people won't do, and tomorrow you can have what most people can't have. People who work hard always think about having a lot of money, but people who rush always end up poor." Proverbs 21:5. As James Baldwin said, "Meeting a problem doesn't always mean there is a way to solve it, but if you don't face it, there will be no way to solve it." Take a look at this. The smart and strong admit when they are weak. Know your weaknesses, look for your strengths, and get help if you need it. If you mix willpower with creativity, you will achieve your goals. Being honest about a weakness is a sign of strength. Most of us are weak in some areas of our lives. Smart and driven people will be honest about their flaws and weak spots. One person I know became hooked on pornography, but has now broken the habit. Because he knows this is his weakness, he is very careful not to be around anything pornographic. If he's in a room with a TV on and talks or acts in a way that makes other people feel uncomfortable, he leaves the room right away. That's being careful. People who are trying to stop drinking or using drugs are told over and over again to stay away from any scene, person, or situation that has anything to do with drugs or drinking. A lot of the time, the discipline itself hurts, but the progress lasts longer than the pain. Hi, John Ledo. Sometimes we get angry and hurt because life is unfair when someone treats us or someone we care about badly, and we have to go through pain that isn't our fault. This is why it's so important to want to grow as a person all your life. It is easier to deal with physical and/or mental pain when we are growing and moving forward in our lives. This is not the case for people who are not disciplined and do not have clear goals in their lives. Get better at being patient and determined, and make sure your plans are well thought out and ready for anything that might happen. If you use these skills well, you will always succeed at what you set out to do. Drive yourself. That's the key. Motivation gives you the will to learn and the spark to start the fire of information. It gives you a chance to use your skills and knowledge and brings out the strength, character, and dedication that keep you going when things get tough. Motivating yourself helps you use what's fresh in your mind and also brings up and uses things that you think you've forgotten about or hidden for a long time. Do you believe that having the right mindset and being motivated are important? Yes, you do. Most of the time, how other people treat you depends on how nice and upbeat you are with them. Good news. You can choose what you read, what you watch on TV or in the movies, and what you hear from family, friends, and strangers. If someone is talking trash, you can walk away or change the subject. And since you're now talking, you can change your future. When you change the way you think, everything changes. What changes inside you changes everything else around you too. You get along better with other people, your health gets better, your business and work get better, and so on. Not the things that happen to us that make our lives different, but how we handle them. Remember that this work is meant to get you excited in a good way, keep that excitement high, and help you do the things that matter to you better. One reason inspiration is so important is that it helps you reach all of your goals and use all of your skills to the best. Impetu. The initial motion is very important and is driven by hope, which is a sure promise. That's how life is. Our energy level goes through the roof when we think something good is going to happen. When it looks like we're going to lose, or when we think we might lose, we lose energy and pull away, which is bad. This is why it's important to stay motivated, even when things are going badly. This is why, if you want to get the most out of your life, you should plan to regularly and purposefully receive information that inspires and drives you. The information you get could spark a new idea, make you feel strong, and give you energy, which is what will give you that first push. It's important to stress that you get some kind of inspiration because you do better and get more done when you have more energy, when you are inspired. You also learn faster and remember more things. When bad things happen, all of this can help you get back on your feet. The inspiration you gain will make you feel good, boost your confidence, and give you the fuel to keep going until you reach your goals. Failure can teach you things and push you to do better. First, remember that failure is just something that happens. It's never the person. We've already said that. Failure should be seen as short-term, as a rung on the ladder that will lead you to the top and what you want to achieve. The day has begun. You should make the most of this new day and chance, no matter what may have happened to you in the past. Know that everything that happens to you is setting you up to win. Having this kind of self-motivation is moving in the right direction. Some people have told me that the audios inspire them and make them feel better, that when they're feeling down, they have to listen to them again. I have to say that a big part of this is because the audios change their attitude, which makes them feel better. As has been said, listening to triumph in happy and positive situations makes us feel better and releases chemicals in our bodies that make them work better. And even though it doesn't last long, if you take it often, you can improve your health and achieve more happiness. Make sure you give your body the good food it needs. It deserves it. Stay in shape by working out. A few good walks may be enough. And feed it regular amounts of inspiration that will give you more energy and help you reach your goals. If you don't have time to work out your body, I want you to pay close attention to what John Lubbock said. In cultivating the mind, you must not neglect the body. Those who have no time for exercise will find time for disease. Being motivated can give you ideas that will give you energy to do better work, be stronger, and be more creative. Instead of using drugs or alcohol, which can hurt you and your family and give you a bad feeling, it is much better to watch or listen to an inspiring movie or book when you need energy. You can also use music to your advantage and keep you going. Be careful about the music you listen to if you want to stay awake. Have more control over your emotions and feelings. Be more excited and be physically, mentally, and emotionally ready. A lot of the time, music can help us relax and calm down. On the other hand, music with upbeat, positive, and happy lyrics can help us wake up and get going with the day. Use your free time, like on the way home from work or while doing chores, to give your body good energy by listening to audiobooks that are full of motivational ideas. I want to take a moment to thank you. If you've made it this far, you are learning useful things. If you put them into practice, they will help you become a better person who can do more, have more, and get better results. And I promise that many will gain if you get better. When bad things happen in life, having the right attitude and taking action are the best ways to deal with them. This keeps our energy and strength focused on the right road when our thoughts are for the good of ourselves and others. Your attitude can make or break almost anything, including your home, your business, your country, and even yourself. Charles Swindoll said, The most important thing is that we have to choose every day what kind of attitude we want to have. We can't change the past or the way people will act. We can't stop what's going to happen. We can only play on the one string we have, which is attitude. It's clear to me that life is 90% how I respond to the things that happen to me, and only 10% what those things are. We're all going through this, and how we react is up to us. Remember that how you handle things 90% of the time determines what happens to you. Positive thinking is something that most people don't understand. In fact, a lot of people do not understand it at all. There are people who say that positive thinking will bring you anything, and people who say it is useless. Take a listen to what I have to say about positive thinking and come to your own conclusions. Positive thinking will help you reach your full potential, but all the positive thinking in the world won't help a soccer team score a goal if their players don't have the right skills. A lot of people will say that Brad Pitt is a great actress, but he will never be able to do as well as Cristiano Ronaldo in sports, for example. He can make the most of his skills and knowledge if he thinks positively. Though, if you think that positive thinking will make you do anything, you will fail. You could be setting yourself up for disappointment because it might not be real. Remember that you will never reach your full potential if you don't combine eagerness, drive, and positive thought with training and experience. Instead, you will experience painful failures. There is, however, a stubborn belief that if you have a plan and think you can carry it out, you can. This is despite the fact that humans have obvious limits. Yes, you have a very good chance of success if you really believe in it. Another thing I want you to know is that many people have lost everything because they followed through on ideas they thought were great. It's likely that these people worked hard and sweated a lot, but they still made no money. It's possible that the idea wasn't what it seemed like, or they didn't have the right tools, skills, or training. Outside factors that were out of their control may have caused results that did not lead to the expected result. There are people in jail who did things they thought were the coolest and best ideas ever. They put all of their faith and strength into them because they were focused on reaching their goals. But they gave up being honest and upright, and they lost their freedom as a result. We are always aware of how important our thoughts are and how they affect how we act and the results we get. For this reason, the information we use to form our thoughts and ideas should be healthy and good. There is also a lot of misunderstanding about bad thought. Some people think it's bad to talk about a problem or, better yet, a task. This may not be accurate, since understanding problems or issues is an important part of being sensible. If you go to the doctor with pain or swelling that isn't normal, would you want to be told that it's just a fat cyst when it's actually something more serious like cancer, and that you would feel better if you got it fixed right away? If it would save you time and money to go to treatment for an addiction, would you want your psychologist or therapist to lie to you and say, everything is fine? I'm sure you can think of many more situations where recognizing yourself is important to move forward with your treatment or process to get through the problem. Finding the problem is the first thing that needs to be done to solve it. Negative thought means that you think you will never be able to do something because you have never done it before. You might even bury your head in the sand like an ostrich and wait for time to pass. Something can always be done, no matter how small. The pictures and events we see in our thoughts are made by the words we use to describe them. These will either help us deal with problems and get more creative, or they will make small problems bigger. We can either have a positive outlook or a negative one, which will lead to sadness. What do you think might happen between an optimistic and a pessimistic person? The idea being put forward is that the optimist will clearly be better than the cynic, and he will keep getting better as he works to improve himself. Being an optimist means having a positive outlook on life. It is this outlook that will help us move forward and achieve, seeing the light where others only saw the darkness. Either you go forward or you stop. What separates people who win and people who lose is their attitude, the energy and strength with which they do something, and how they deal with problems that come up along the way. When your momentum or energy-charged force is going downhill because of a negative thought, that unhealthy thought leads to another and so on, until you are filled with nothing but stress and negativity. Then you do what you think is the best thing to do. You play the victim, and the poor little me takes over your mind. Don't let little old me have power over you. We should keep going in the same way when things are going well. Take a moment to think about what made me want to do the things that led to good results. How do I get motivated? What makes me do the things that matter and get the best results? Keeping busy with things that interest you can help you deal with stress and depression. Having a positive outlook, being enthusiastic, and thinking happily, along with ongoing training and experience, makes it much more likely that the goals will be met. What I want you to understand is that you need to learn the skills you need to succeed in what you want, along with having a good mood and being excited about what you are doing. Even if you're really excited about something, it would be like driving your car while wearing a mask. That's possible, but there's a very good chance you'll die on the way. People who know me or have heard me speak know that I like to be happy. To train well, we need to be excited, persistent, confident, and enthusiastic. Training is also very important if we want to reach our goals. Being positive won't give you the skills to do anything, but it will help you do what you do better than someone who thinks badly. Thinking positively will push you to use your skills, and when you do, you tend to improve them and find new ones. By changing your attitude, you convince yourself that you can, and then you do it. You start reading, writing, painting, making things, or whatever, and you get the results you want because of the change in your attitude. There are many books and audios on the I Can that can help you. This thought will be like a switch that lets all of your skills and information flow. There are now a lot of people who are jobless and will stay idle. This happens because they don't think there is a job out there, and most of the people around them have told them the same thing. They think they don't have the skills or luck to get a job. When you think this way, bad things always happen. This is now clear. What you get will change if you change how you think about it. This is because you will act differently. Act. Feelings come after deeds. Do what needs to be done even if you don't want to or feel like it. If you change how you feel, your actions will change too. If you change what you do, your mood will change too. Help different people. It's been said that the teacher gains more than the student. You should help other people and stay in a school that helps you grow for no other reason. Studies have shown that attitude is a big reason why a lot of people get jobs and keep them. One thing you can change is your attitude. If you can change your attitude, working on it will make things better and more useful for you. Make yourself someone who looks for the good and the best in the good. Make a list of the people and things you admire, what you like, the people around you, your town, your city, your work, and yourself. This will help you change your attitude from criticizing everything to seeing and pursuing the good. Next, set aside time every day for a week to read your list out loud to yourself in the mirror. Be enthusiastic and honest as you do this. These tips will surprise you with how well they work. It's very important what you read, write, and think about, because it will directly affect and change your attitude. I think you already know how important it is to have a good attitude. Be aware that the more you whine about your issues, the more issues you will have to whine about. If someone is always whining at home, it's likely that they will lose any chance of getting along with their spouse and kids. Person who complains and talks badly all the time at work is likely to be fired first because they don't get anything done. The person in your group or setting who is known for being grumpy and critical will likely have the fewest friends. Sorry, nothing. Instead, turn into someone who always finds the good and the best of the good. You will find more good things and people if you focus on their good points. You will be more polite, respectful, and appreciative of other people, and they will probably do the same for you. The language. Now is the time to understand how important our language is. We can change how we feel by the words we use, both with other people and with ourselves. By listening to yourself, you can figure out how positive or negative you are being. This can be made better. When we talk to ourselves and others, we should do it with faith, confidence, energy, and enthusiasm. What I'm saying to you, I'm also saying to myself. A big effect happens in our minds, our ideas, when we do this. They are filled with good energy. Do not forget that this can also go the other way and hurt you if you do not use the right words. Be very careful as you listen to what Daniel Lapin says. If we hear fake claims about other people, we shouldn't believe them. Our relationship with the person who is being slandered will probably change because of it. This means that what we have heard is having an effect on us that we are not choosing. Most of the time, bad, negative and degrading comments, gossip, are not safe. It will always make me feel bad to hear these mean words. These are things that get to the core of who we are and generally can't be avoided. You should get over your fear of talking to yourself. Feel free to speak wildly to yourself. Read your talks out loud to prepare them. Being in a winning frame of mind is the result of hearing words that get to the heart of a person. We have to say something out loud to ourselves instead of just thinking it if we really want to believe it. Reading out loud helps us remember what we hear better, so it expands our language, fast reading skills, and range of ideas. Mostly, it gives you ideas. We should not hear some things if everything we hear affects our minds in a good or bad way. Why should we change the way we talk to ourselves? Because attitude always starts with you. If we have a good mood, life's problems and difficulties won't be able to stop us. I know that keeping up virtues takes work, but you need to keep your focus on the good virtues, because how well they work and what good results they bring will depend on how often you use them. There are many good things in life that are ready for us, even when things aren't going well, but we have to seek them out or attract them in order for them to be ours. Chances may not come your way very often, but they are always there. If now is not your time, get ready, because the best is yet to come. A positive attitude will lead you places you never thought possible. Many thanks.